All right, good morning, everyone. We still have our WFAA weather alert day that goes until 9 o'clock this morning. And if we could go ahead and turn off the background noise, I know Zeke, there we go. Okay, there you go. So we've got our WFAA weather alert day that goes until 9 o'clock this morning. The impact from some of these storms that we could be seeing this morning would be up to quarter-size hail, wind gusts of 60 miles an hour. That threat, though, it's going to be very low. The biggest impact is really going to be that heavy rain and the potential of flooding. We already have some areas of flash flooding that are ongoing across parts of the metro. So just make sure that you stay updated, have a way to receive those warnings, and download the WFAA app in case you haven't already done so. The risk for any severe weather in the metro, it's going to be very low. In fact, looking at downtown Dallas, we're just going to be in that category 1. On a scale from 1 to 5, we are going to be on a 1. So a marginal risk for hail and wind. That very heavy rainfall, that's pretty much already a guarantee, but Fort Worth completely out of it right now. We still have a flood watch for far northeast Texas that goes until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, because that is where we could potentially see upwards of around 5 inches of rainfall. I think that would be very isolated. More than not, most of us would see 2 to 4 inches across northeast Texas, but across the metro, we're looking at anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. So scattered showers and thunderstorms continue to make their way from west to east across North Texas, generally streaming from the southwest to the north and east, roughly at about 40 to 45 miles an hour. These particular storms have been very loud. They've been very electric. There's been a lot of lightning, lots of thunder. So it's been a very loud start to the morning with a lot of rain kind of moving over some of the same areas that have already had plenty of rain since late last night. So we technically still have that flash flood warning for Dallas and Tarrant counties until 7:45. And again, we're not done with the rain, so that's going to continue to be a problem. We've also added Collin, Denton, Rockwall counties for a flash flood warning until 8:30. And then a little bit farther to the north and east, also Delta and Lamar counties until 8:30 this morning. Looking at far north Texas, we still have some very heavy rain around Paris, a little bit light around Bonham, moderate rain around Sherman, and heavy rain in between Leon and Gainesville. Off to the west, some very heavy rain in between Mineral Wells, Weatherford, Granbury, Glen Rose. Wouldn't be surprised if we do see some wind gusts, maybe around 40 to 45 miles an hour between Granbury and Glen Rose, because you can kind of see that Boeing segment there. Some moderate rain around Stephenville, and some more heavy rain moving from Hamilton up towards Meridian. Looking at our hail detector, I'm not seeing anything there. So again, that hail threat for this morning, it's going to stay very low. By the time we get to later this morning, eventually most of the rain and storms will be making their way off to the east. This is going to be 8 o'clock, and we're not done with the rain and storms just yet. We still have another wave that will be moving through. It still looks like we could see some pretty heavy rainfall with that. But by the time we get to noon, now East Texas, again, most of the rain in East Texas, and it looks like most of the metro would be dry during that time. We're still going to keep the clouds around, and there will still be a very low chance of some isolated light rain showers later today. But generally, it does look drier this afternoon. This is going to be 7 o'clock this evening. We're still watching some more light rain redeveloping out to the west. You can see the snow and far west Texas and out in the Panhandle. That's exactly where that snow will stay. We're not expecting any snow here in the metro. Overnight tonight, we're looking cloudy, but by early tomorrow morning, we should see a few more breaks in the clouds. And during that time, it's going to get very cold. Right now, temperatures are generally in the low to mid 50s, some upper 40s in the far northwest. But later today, once the rain moves out of here and the clouds are around, we're going to have a gusty north wind. Temperatures don't really move a whole lot. I think we wind up at about 52 degrees in downtown Dallas this afternoon, 49 in Denton, 46 in Decatur, and 45 today in Bowie. Overnight tonight, though, eventually by tomorrow morning, we're dropping down into the 30s and 40s, 39 in Fort Worth, 39 in McKinney, and 39 tomorrow morning in Denton. So for today, widespread rain and storms this morning, a little bit more scattered later this afternoon. The coverage will be lower, but temperatures will only be in the low 50s. Overnight tonight, late rain is still a possibility, but that coverage goes down to about 30% under mostly cloudy skies and temperatures in the upper 30s. Tomorrow afternoon, we look dry under partly cloudy skies, but it's also going to be very cool and breezy. Highs in the low 50s with a north wind between 15 to 25 miles an hour. By Monday, the wind, it's still going to be pretty light out of the northwest, but temperatures make it into the mid 60s. Low 70s return on Tuesday, upper 70s on Wednesday, low 80s by Thursday. And then looking at that second half of the 14-day, it does start to look warm. We're going to be back in the 80s. You can see April 15th through the 18th, we at least have a low chance of rain and storms.